All right, hey y'all. Welcome back to this Let's Learn series where we are playing through Assassin's Creed Unity and we are playing through it in French. Uh, this is part 2. I'll be sure to leave a link to part 1 in the description below in case you're interested and want to follow the entire series. In that first video, we started our playthrough of Unity in French and talked about a couple of essential verbs in the context of the game, and also pointed out some ways that games sort of guide us without really telling us. So, alright, we're going to jump back in here. Once again, thanks for watching, and let's get started. All right, so right back where I left off, still in this kind of village circle area. There's that store that I ran up to at the end of the last video and talked about some of the like grocery items that we saw on the wall there. Talked about poisson, which is fish, and then beurre, which is butter. Oh, and I want to stop and point this out real quick. So this shop says vin et liqueur on the outside. So vin is wine, and liqueur is liqueur. So probably like a wine shop right there. So wanted to point that out real quick. But also going back to that store, it also said ouf, which is egg. So those three things together give us a pretty good idea of what that store had as well. But for right now, I'm just kind of running back through the town here, trying to get to the next mission objective. You can see it on the mini map there. It's like a little exclamation point. But I'm just kind of retracing my steps through what was essentially that chase mission in the first video. Had to dodge a bunch of stuff and run over stuff. Very graceful climbing over the table there, and some delicate, some light touching of strangers to get through the crowd and try to get back where we started. We're going to be continuing with the next memory. That little thing, so you see the districts popping up there. I mentioned that in the last video too. It says Saint Louis. So this kind of country area split up into districts. We'll see this again once we actually get to Paris. Paris being divided into districts. I mentioned in the first video, much like Assassin's Creed Syndicate and the city of London and all that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start the next mission.
Bonsoir, Olivier. Est-ce que Monsieur de la Serre est rentré?
Messire de la Serre ne rentrera que très tard.
Ah, fort bien. Je devrais pouvoir passer le temps en compagnie d'Élise, alors.
Prépare-toi à déchanter. Mademoiselle doit assister à une réception en son honneur. C'est au palais.
Une fête? Je n'ai pas été invité?
Les chevaux non plus.
J'imagine qu'elle a dû égarer mon invitation. Je trouverai un moyen d'entrer. Et sais-tu quand Monsieur sera de retour?
Peut-être 1 heure, peut-être 3, peut-être pas du tout. Les allées et venues de mes maîtres ne me regardent pas.
Alors j'attendrai ici.
I don't know about y'all, but I don't think he likes this very much. Okay, so I wanted to double back and look over a couple of things here real quick. So this word, déchanter, is a good way of figuring out how figuring out words based on words you might already know. So you might know the word enchanté, which is like nice to meet you. Well, this is déchanté. So dé is usually like the opposite of something. So the opposite of enchanté would be déchanté, which is like disappointed or disenchanted. So prepare to be disenchanted. And then here we have, so French is great because a lot of the words are the same or very similar in English. So we have the example here at the end of the sentence of invité. So you might know that, you might see that word and recognize it as invite. So the E with the little hash over it usually means past tense, so we can assume that means invited, or in Arno's case, not invited. And then I'm just doubling back here because it still bugged me from the first video. But so the first two words there, les chevaux. So chevaux is horses. Les is the article for plural, so it means more than one. So chevaux is also spelled to indicate plural, so horses, even though there's still only one horse. I know he's talking about all the horses, but it is what it is. And then talking about time. So this word in the sentence heure means hour. So an hour of the day. So you can see the words, the number words in front of that. So une heure is in 1 hour, trois means 3, so 3 hours. So he's giving us a sense of how long it's going to be before our master returns. So I just wanted to double back and look at a couple of those things, some very sort of basic vocabulary and some tips on how to sort of decipher some of the language. But now we're going to go into the house here, and we are looking for Duvassier's office. Gonna head upstairs. Some nice art on the walls here. Once again, gracefully bumping into a table. All right, now where's this office? I don't see anything. Oh, I see something. It's not the office, but I'll take it. I'm not usually one to go out of my way for things like trunks and safes and such, so I'll take them where I can get them. Okay, there it is. It's telling us the door is over here now.
Voilà. Remise en main propre. Et presque en temps voulu. Et maintenant, cap sur le palais. Oh. N'oserais pas arborer cette tenue dans un égout. Encore moins un bal. Laissez donc, mon brave. Je vais m'en charger.
Merci, jeune homme.
Merci. Jeune homme means young man. And I think I saw in the subtitles there the people outside shouting. Oh, you'll hear that a lot in French, especially in France.
Arnaud.
It's kind of like a filler word. Oh, you hear it all the time.
Invitation, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, certes, j'en avais une, bien entendu, mais en chemin, je l'ai...
Sans invitation, vous ne pouvez pas entrer. Maintenant, veuillez vous retirer. Au suivant. Charles Gabriel Siver. 2 invités. Suivant, je vous prie.
We just saw more number words, and how did he not shatter his ankles? So we saw number words and that word invité again. So deux invités, 2 invitations. An S at the end of the word usually means plural. Just right there you saw in the subtitles the word certes, which is sort of short for certainement, or certainly. So it's kind of like a shorthand. Alright, so we got to get through this crowd here, infiltrate the palace. So I'm going to try to sneak my way over there. Excuse. Pardon, pardon. Who do we got? Any guards? Anybody looking at me? No? Oh, shoot. Can I hide? Nope, too late. Alright, let's run. Run, 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 run. Oh, come on.
Sans invitation, vous n'entrez.
Well, great. Okay, take 2.
Quelle affluence.
So that's not going to work, obviously. Trying to sneak into this party. Going on the ground didn't work. Let's see. Can I climb, perhaps? Will they notice that? I'm going to give it a try. Let's see. Climb, climb, climb. Okay. Alright, so I can't go all the way up. Let's see if I can get over here, over here. Keep going. Can I go? No? Can I go? I can't go any higher. They thought of that already. Let me go down a little bit first, if you can't go up. Alright. I can get over here now. Keep going. No one sees me. No one sees me. And we're in. Okay. Very nice. So now I'm going to find Elise. Stealth. Okay, so press L2 to stealth. A couple guards in here. So this is like another little tutorial section showing me how to use stealth, how to crouch and move quietly. You know, this is something pretty common to stealth games, but also Assassin's Creed games these days. But I think back at the time the Unity came out, it was still pretty new. I want to say AC3 was the first one to allow you to crouch, because until then, before then, the stealth was sort of contextual or situational, so you could really only stealth within certain parts. You know, you could stand behind a wall, but you couldn't like hug cover and stuff like that. So here we have cover, and it's teaching us how to move around cover and avoid eye lines. This reminds me a lot of the opening of Uncharted 4, by the way. When you that first sequence when you play as a young Drake and you're sneaking around the office. Very similar to that. Can I go? Oh, I don't want to go just yet. Let's, because I know for certain he's going to turn around as soon as I leave this table. So I'm going to wait a second here. Let him make the first move. There we go. Okay, and out the window. Now where do we go from? Can I jump? Okay, so I'm going to jump here.
Vous, là-bas! Halte! Descendez de là!
Me laisserez-vous rentrer si je m'arrête?
Plaît-il? Mais certainement pas!
Alors, si cela ne vous fait rien, je préfère rester là-haut.
Oh non, non, non!
So he clearly wasn't happy with us being up here, but what's he going to do about it, right? So we're still going to find Elise, but I don't have to stealth anymore, so that's nice. Oh. Little conversation going on there. Alright, now where do I go from here? It says I can go this way. Yeah, I'm supposed to go this way, but... Can I open this? No? Nothing doing there. What else is going on here? Okay, so we got... These three are outlined, but not sure why. I can't talk to them, as far as I can tell. That's where I came from. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. There's a door over here. Let's try this way.
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse, beau gentilhomme?
Merci. Un autre jour.
Okay, so so it looks like she was asking us to dance, but we got our own business. But that last little phrase there had some words that we've seen before. So obviously, merci is thank you. Autre, which was in the first video, which just means other, and then jour, which is a word a lot of us probably know. It's a very common word. We use it a lot in English. If you've ever heard of soup du jour, things of that nature, it just means day. So he was saying another time, but it literally translates to another day. So now we're following Elise.
Elle a toujours aimé qu'on lui court après.
Going to this room. Going as fast as I can here. I'm not allowed to run. No, I can run. Here we go.
On dirait que tu as causé une belle agitation.
Que veux-tu que je te dise? Tu as toujours eu une mauvaise influence.
C'est toi qui déteins sur moi.
I love how that painting's giving us the side eye right now.
Tu portes l'une des tenues de mon père?
Et toi? Tu portes une robe?
Arrête, Arnaud. Engoncé dans cette chose, j'ai l'impression d'être une momie.
Ça doit être une grande occasion pour que tu sois si élégante.
Détrompe-toi. À dire vrai, c'est beaucoup de cérémonies et énormément de pompes. Rien de palpitant.
Quand tu ne m'invites pas à tes fêtes, tout le monde en souffre.
J'ai essayé, mais père s'y est opposé.
Ton père?
Ouvrez!
Va-t'en, je vais les distraire.
Quoi? Tu me jettes dehors?
C'est compliqué, je t'expliquerai plus tard. Ne traîne pas, par la fenêtre.
Oh non, 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 non. Tu ne vas pas me refaire le coup de la pauvrée.
Cesse donc de faire l'enfant. Je suis certaine qu'il n'y aura pas de chien de garde cette fois-ci. Allez! Seigneur! Ce n'était pas
All right.
la de billard.
So let's double back here real quick. I just want to show you a few things. So this word we've seen before in the first video, père, which means father. And the word before that, ton, it's marking possession. So ton père is your father. And then here we have some great like question words. So you see the sentence starts with qui est là. So qui is who, and then I've put up a couple of other ones on here. So quoi and où. Quoi meaning what and où meaning where. So just good words to know, some question words. Here, there's a very sort of common and sort of basic word in this second sentence. So chien, towards the end of the sentence there, that means dog. And you can see it has an S at the end, so it's plural. So chien. And in this case, it says chien de garde, so guard dogs. So she's talking about some guard dogs. And then here the word aller. Aller means to go. But she's using it in the very sort of commanding way, the command form. So she's telling him pretty clearly, you should go. All right. So we are escaping. We have to escape the area and can't get into conflict. Or at least I'm going to try really hard not to get into conflict. So using the new stealth skills they just taught me.
Il n'y a personne ici.
Hiding behind a table. So I wonder if I can get behind that other counter here. Yep, okay. So scoot around here. Let's see if he's gonna turn around. Don't turn, don't turn, don't turn, don't turn. Okay. So now we're here. And now we're here. And we're out. Okay. On to the next room. Nobody in here. Alright, we got a guy over there, a couple doors. Is he gonna move? I just know the second I move, he's gonna turn around. Come on. Maybe I have to move to make him move. Let's get over here to the bed. Still nothing. All right, let's get a little closer. Test the waters, and he's not going to turn. Okay, we're good. Got a couple more guards in here. Go around the long table. I wonder if I can. Okay, so we got 2 in there, 1 in here. And whoop. Okay. So you have to be in stealth, I guess, for them not to see you. I wasn't technically in stealth, I was just crouching behind a table. Alright, he's going back to whatever that is over there. I guess he's looking at the wall? Or he's searching for something. Okay, we're sneaking on past. Into the next room. Don't mind me, and we are out. Nice. Run, 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 run.
Tout va bien, monsieur?
Cool.
Vous avez abusé du champagne? Monsieur? Monsieur de la Serre? Monsieur de la Serre!
Sivert, il faut partir. Garde! À l'aide! Au meurtre! Mon Dieu, il a tué le seigneur de la Serre.
All right. Memory 3 complete. We are in a bit of a pickle. So, that person, Monsieur de la Serre, was killed. We came across the body, and whoever that other person was took that opportunity to frame us for that murder. Calling the guards, he ran over, knocked us out. So now we're here. In a prison.
Oh mon Dieu, ayez pitié! On tue les prisonniers ici! Ça suffit, espèce de dégénéré!
Où suis-je?
En enfer.
All right. Well, this is not ideal. But here we are now. We are in our cell. And after being thrown in here for the murder of our keeper or master, or however you want to think of it. So we're just going to keep right on rolling into the next section. All right. So here we are. We are in our cell. We've just been arrested for the murder of Monsieur de la Serre. Let's see, what do we got going on in here? So we have this, we got a lot of things glowing also. So I'm assuming I'm supposed to interact with these. So I'm going to do these
Eh oh!
one at a time
Je
here.
dois parler à quelqu'un!
So that was, so I don't know if you noticed, so there was a really sort of important verb there. So parler, which you may have heard used a lot, like maybe in the, you know, if you've seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, they say parlay a lot. So parlay as a verb just means to speak. So he's shouting out the door there. He needs to speak to someone. And no, I don't want to talk to that person yet, because if I remember correctly, one of these signals the next cutscene, and I don't want to go to the next cutscene just yet. I want to check everything. So now actually I think it's the bed. So maybe I go talk to this person real quick.
Qu'est-ce que tu regardes, merdeux?
Okay. Go to sleep.
Où est-ce que t'as trouvé ça, merdeux?
Arrête, je ne suis pas d'humeur. Rends-la-moi!
Viens me la reprendre. Si tu t'en crois capable.
All right. So this guy took our watch, which obviously we didn't care for. So we're about to get into it here. And also, I think some more tutorials on fighting. So you may have seen the word he used there. He's calling us merdu, which I wasn't sure what that meant. I actually had to look that one up. See, there you go, merdu at the end of the sentence there. I think in the original version of Unity, in the English version, he calls us piss pot a lot. Which I tried to look that one up. I think in French it's just pot de piss, but he's calling us merdu, which means shit. So still not great, but you can see kind of how they've changed things slightly when they localize the game. So translating it into the native language of the different regions. So they're changing out some of the words, or well, a lot of the words, obviously, but even words with slightly different meanings. Because in the context of the language, they might make more sense, or they might be more recognizable. But that's what that means. So every time you see that word, you know that he's calling us a pet
Tu as
name.
couvert toute ta cellule de tes pattes de mouche.
Approche un peu, petit merdeux.
Tu vas me lâcher?
Regarde bien le mur.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Regarde-le. Concentre-toi.
All right. So the drawings are gone now.
Qu'est-ce qui te prend?
He's
La
telling us
Véreuse
to
a
look at
déjà
the
mangé
wall
la cervelle.
and
Regarde.
concentrate. So I'm going to use Eagle Vision again.
Allez, gamin, j'ai des chiasses bien plus dures que ça.
There they are. Very reminiscent of Assassin's Creed 1,
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
of that whole bleeding effect thing.
Je me suis fait jeter dans la moitié
Now in this
des
case, we're in the
exemplaires
middle of the game in the
Comment tu
simulation,
l'appelles?
so it's not technically a bleeding effect. But
Arnaud.
in AC1, towards the end of the game, Desmond can start to see the drawings as well
Pierre Bellec,
after being in the Animus for so long.
j'ai connu ton père.
All right. Oh, he gave us our watch back.
On a de
That's
la
nice.
chance.
We saw that word pair again.
Mort à
So
Versailles.
talking about the
Année
dad.
déjà, 76, 77.
There's Versailles.
En décembre, si je me souviens bien. et
So
toi, t'es
talking
pas-
about Versailles.
Comment sais-tu?
So
Mon père était un
thinking back to
assassin.
that earlier scene we
Il
saw
s'est battu toute sa vie afin
when
que
we were a
l'humanité
kid
puisse vivre libre.
and our dad was killed. Oh, and there's the word assassin.
Reste à mes côtés et tu vivras assez longtemps pour
So we're
rejoindre
talking about the assassins.
et faire honneur à sa mémoire.
Écoute, je suis persuadé
So
que
since we can both see the drawings, we can assume he's an
mais ça
assassin.
m'intéresse pas. Tout ce que je veux, c'est retrouver Elise.
Et comment tu comptes t'y prendre depuis cette cellule?
Stoic resolution. Okay. So we're a couple months later.
Encore.
There's a good word, encore. Another
Concentre-toi,
one
merdeux.
most of us have probably seen or heard before. Encore generally means again.
Venir frapper à notre porte.
It can also mean still.
C'était un coup de canon.
As in something is still occurring.
Dans le même bruit.
Protégez les prisonniers.
Encore.
Fais comme moi.
So something's going on outside.
À couvert.
Looks like we're gonna try a prison break
Prisonniers,
here.
debout contre le mur. Silence. En arrière.
Silence. There's another good French-English connection. Silence. Silence means exactly the same thing. Alright, let's sneak behind these guys. Somehow we sneak behind these guys. I don't know quite how that... Look how aggressive he's being. And I just... Boop! Just bop his ear, and he's out like light. The other guy got absolutely wasted. I feel pretty bad for that guy. I just knocked my guy out. I don't know what his deal was.
Reste près de moi.
Alright, so now we're running through the hallways here. Chaos.
Tu vas devoir les retenir, merdeux. Si on me poignarde, je te jure que je viendrai.
Okay, alright, can't get through the door. Alright, he's gonna unlock the door. I'm gonna hold these guys off. Alright, so I'm looking at my bonus objectives again. Because I want to try to get as many of those as I can. I don't know if I actually earn anything for doing that, but I can't allow myself to not try, so right there, got my perfect parries. Finish him off.
Bellec, la porte est ouverte. Pas encore.
Alright, still not open yet. Here comes some more. I still have to get the smoke bomb evasions. Not quite sure how to do that. This guy had a gun, so I want to take care of him if I can. Okay, so, you see on the bottom right there it says R1 for smoke. Okay, so, and here's a good, another good question word. So, calm. That first word, it means when. So, calmed.
Ne te dépêche pas pour moi.
So he's literally saying, in that sentence, he's literally saying, whenever you would like, but he means whenever you're ready, or, you know, hurry up.
Surtout, prends ton temps, Bellec.
Okay, awesome. Took care of those guards. And the door is now conveniently open.
Ça y est.
So, on y va, there we go. Meaning, let's go. Oh, crackers. Okay. Smoke is smoke. Can't have too much smoke in these situations, so... here we go. There's a window. Oh! And off the table and over the window. Okay. I will say the traversal is pretty solid so far. haven't had too many issues of the character jumping to the wrong ledge or jumping off a building when I meant for them to jump to the next page. Oh god, my health. It's pretty smooth so far. I will say that. All right. Oh yes, let's heal. And of course I say that, and as soon as I say it, I'm jumping on tables without meaning to. Oh, fish sticks. Okay, where's the door? There we go. Okay. Par ici. There's that one. We talked about that one in the last video. It just means this way. Smoke. So, 1 out of 5 targets killed. Oh, dang it. I didn't catch that parry. Ooh, I didn't catch that parry. Didn't catch that one either. There we go. Oh, I got that one. Boom. Alright. So they're all 5 are dead. Okay. Okay, so here's another good verb for us. So he says gromp, which is the conjugated form of grompe, which is the verb for to climb, which is what we're about to do. So he's commanding us to climb, and we're going to be doing a lot of that in this game too. So, grompe. Climbing the wall here. You want anything? No, okay.
Qu'est-ce que t'attends, merdeux? Il faut sauter! Quoi? La prison t'a ramolli la cervelle, vieillard? Le vin s'en est chargé depuis longtemps. Allez, grimpe maintenant! Je ne peux pas, c'est impossible! Impossible? C'est le pain quotidien des assassins, petit. Si tu veux un jour te sortir la tête du cul, viens nous trouver. Tu te sentirais chez toi. Au revoir, merdeux! Toi! Éloigne-toi du rebord!
Alright, and now we have the very famous sweeping opening shot to the game title sequence, Assassin's Creed Unity. And we are now in Paris. So our prison, the Bastille, very famous prison in Paris, particularly during the French Revolution in the early 1780s. So we're sort of right in the middle of that now. Lots of riots and violence. Oh, and now we're back at the estate.
On n'est jamais trop prudent.
And there's Elise.
Pas après ce qui s'est passé.
Élise, je...
N'as-tu pas déjà assez remercié mon père de sa bonté?
Élise, je t'en prie. Comment peux-tu croire que j'ai tué Monsieur de la Serre? Ton père n'était pas l'homme que tu croyais. J'ai vécu la même chose avec le mien.
Je sais exactement qui était mon père, Arnaud. Et je sais qui était le tien. Je suppose que c'était inéluctable. Tu es un assassin, moi un templier.
Toi?
Ça te surprend? Mon père a toujours voulu que je suive la même voie que lui. Désormais, je ne peux que le venger.
Je te jure que je ne suis pas responsable de sa mort.
Tu te trompes.
Non. Non. Sur mon âme, je jure que je n'ai pas.
C'est une lettre envoyée à mon père le jour où il a été tué. Lis-la.
Grand maître de la Serre, l'un de mes agents m'a informé qu'un individu au sein de notre ordre complote contre vous. Je vous conjure de rester sur vos gardes lors de l'initiation de ce soir. Ne faites confiance à personne et méfiez-vous surtout de vos amis. Puisse le Père de la Sagesse vous guider. Elle.
Je l'ai trouvée par terre dans la chambre de mon père. Cachetée.
Je ne savais pas.
Mon père non plus.
Comment aurais-je pu savoir?
Va-t'en. Je t'en prie.
All right, so we've just had our first connection with Elise since being in prison for 2 months. A lot of stuff going on there. Obviously very distressed. Found out a lot of good things. So first thing is Elise is a Templar. So we saw that she called us an assassin, and she called herself a Templier, so Templar. We saw the letter again, the letter that we dropped in the under the door de la Serre. And she was very upset with us, especially. I think she thinks we're responsible for her father's death. And then you saw at the end there, she asked us to leave. So things are not good for old Arno here. But we are in Paris now. You can see the church. Well, first we're going to look at this medallion that we got from our friend. An assassin's medallion. And all right, now we're looking out on the city of Paris. So yeah, I was just saying, yep, Paris. Paris is now open. We can explore and play the next single-player mission or complete side objectives. All right, so as I was saying, you can see the church over there on the left. That's Notre Dame, which if you want to know, means Our Lady. It has a much longer title, but most people know it as Notre Dame. So you see it there, you see it there. Very famous landmark in Paris. So let's take a look at the map here. So this is Paris kind of laid out for us. You can see the outlines of the different districts. You can see we have some side missions, the murder mystery missions, and some other missions. I could have downloaded the DLC missions, but I chose not to for this particular series. And then we have our exclamation point showing us the next objective. So, all right, I think I'm going to leave it here for now. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I really enjoyed walking through this with you all and showing you some more basic French, some new grammar, some new verbs and vocabulary, just pushing that story forward. So once again, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.